Ladies and gentlemen, there have been 4 delisting announcements, including a Premiership player. It's time to talk all things black and white. Okay, this just in. So we hear the latest through some exit meetings that took place yesterday, today, and I think there may be more tomorrow. But the first players to be delisted off the bat are Charlie Dean, Ash Johnson, and Markov and McRae. Now, if you stick around, we can explain where the list is right now as of those changes. I can explain it all to you. But just firstly, Charlie Dean, unfortunately, somebody who just dominated the VFL, overcame foot injuries, just never really was able to show enough at AFL level. And funnily, like it was always ironic that whenever Dean was in the side, it was when Collingwood was struggling the most. So it's always hard to get a read on Dean's ability when the team is struggling, because someone like Dean would be so dependent on system. But in the end, he just simply didn't show enough when he had opportunities. Ash Johnson, another one of those what ifs. But when you think about who's to come in instead of AJ moving forward, you have to have some high hopes for Charlie West and Noah Howes. Those two forwards are hopefully going to be a part of the Collingwood fabric for a very long time, especially Charlie West. So this one, above all, was probably the most obvious one, with Ash Johnson making way. And credit to Ash Johnson, he didn't fold this year. He sustained a serious leg injury, managed to come back and play out the end of the VFL season. Markov, one of our beloved Premiership players, delisted for the second time in 2 years after being rookie listed last year. He is now being taken off the rookie A list, has been delisted. So I wonder if he would have an opportunity elsewhere. I know he's not too old. He might be 29, 30 next year. So I could definitely see Markov wearing a different jumper, but does he just want to retire and call it a day and move on to something else? Could he be offered some sort of culture or development role at the club? And McRae, another one of those who just, when he had his opportunity, didn't show enough. And that shoulder surgery that he had to have at the start of, or at some point throughout the preseason, just didn't help his cause, and showed some great signs in the VFL in the second half of the season. But his issue was always his inability to hit targets coming out of the midfield, and unfortunately that's stopped him short of establishing himself at AFL level. Now, whether he gets an opportunity elsewhere, I'm not too sure, but that's not for us to worry about anymore. He will no longer be on the list. Now, where do we stand with the structure after those changes have been made? So on our primary list, you can have up to 38 of those players. We have 34. We have 5 rookie A's at the moment, being Ned Long, Ilaru Smith, Howes, Sullivan, and Steele. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Players on the rookie A list can be on that list for 3 years. So Ned Long, second year at the club. Sullivan, second year at the club. Smith, second year at the club. Howes, second year at the club. Steele, first year at the club. Parker, second or third. So this might have to change to a rookie A, moving from rookie B, I believe, for Will Parker. But looking at these other rookie A's, they're going to be on that list for a little bit longer, so that doesn't change. We just mentioned Will Parker is a rookie B, and then that makes up our list and equals to 40 at the moment. We can have up to 44 players on the list. So there's room there to bring in McGuan and McCarthy, who will certainly come through the draft. Saxoner could be a potential. I think he's more likely than less likely. So that's 3 players we need to bring in. That takes us to 43. And then you got Buller and May, who I think are most likely out of any of the trade rumors. So that's 5 players we will probably bring in, meaning we need to make one more space on the list. And I think that will be Tom Mitchell at some point now. He will probably be delisted at some point, I would imagine. So, and I think Cox, I'm pretty confident Cox stays on for another year. I'm hearing that he's actually hit a trigger in his contract to play on next year, which is good coverage anyways, especially if Myercheck leaves. And I'm really hoping Jamie Elliott stays and we just give him 3 years at 500 or up it to 2 years at 600 perhaps. That's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, he just brings that coverage and can give someone like Oscar Steen an extra year to develop, and he's showing really good signs. So I imagine Steen and Cox really potentially fighting off for a position next season, which is what we're looking at. But yeah, it's always a difficult time of the year where these exit interviews are had, and you got the real lifelines of the club or live wires of the club like Markov, who just brings in so much energy, which is why I'm already asking the question: can we find a way to have him at some coaching capacity role through the VFL/AFL system? And it's just one of those positions where we just have so much depth right now. You look at, if we roll through the list, you got Josh Dacos, Quaynor, Houston, Jath, Ryan, Bruzzy, Cochran, Pez, Reef, Howe. Then you want to go to players like Harvey Harrison, who can play pretty much anywhere. Whether it be a wing, forward, halfback. I think he's capable of all those positions. You got Demeter, Allen. Allen's more of a midfielder. Demeter more of a midfielder at this point, but can play halfback if needed. Jack Crisp can do the same. You get the point. You got Rowan Steele, Parker. There's so many players that can fulfill the position with more of a ceiling at this point in time of Markov's career. And look, he brought us a flag, and we'll cherish that forever, and he'll be forever a part and forever etched in Collingwood history with that 16th Premiership. Is there anything else? I mean, McRae's unfortunate because we need midfielders to hit. That's why we're so desperate to see Allen thrive and Demeter. We're now thinking about, okay, can we bring Josh Dacos in full time? Bo McCreary, can he play a little bit more midfield and be that centre bounce injection that we need? And we saw that at times against Brisbane. I think we just need to get the 12 to 13 touch tally up to 20 touches a game for McCreary. But the question is, can his body hold up for an extended period? So a massive off/preseason for Bo is what I'm projecting for that. Look, like I said, 5 incoming. It could easily be 6 if you throw in a Caminiti or a Laverde or a Stevenson or a Jacob Blight. So once again, you lose Titch, maybe you lose Myercheck, which seems more likely. So I think that makes that space to bring in 6 or 7 players anyway. So there's no real issue with where we're at right now. I think we're going to make a lot of changes, but a lot of our improvement can come from internally as well. And then you throw in McCarthy, who might not be an instant hit. McGuan the same. Buller and May. I'm really excited about Buller in particular. Just the genuine key size, giving his best, and he'll be competing with Charlie West and Noah House. So, anyways, ladies and gents, just a quick one there. Some sad news, but we say thank you and we move forward, and we can now hypothesize and go through the permutations of those have come out now who can come in. So, if you guys want to chew the fat on those type of conversations throughout the off-season, then this is the place to be. Consider subscribing. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, go Pies.